Yes, it's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. We have seen countless times, NBA coaches, NFL coaches, Major League Baseball, and today with Hugh Jackson, yesterday, Dante Jones, and Tyrone Lue. We've seen black coaches get fired at a very rapid pace. And I know what you're going to probably say to yourself. Why is this the case? Right? What's up? Why are black coaches getting fired so quick? Let's give them a break. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's just part of your imagination. You're only saying that because you are black. No, I didn't see what... But black coaches get the hook a lot quicker in any other profession there is. NCAA, don't matter the sport. Isaiah Lloyd Thomas III got fired from Indiana Pacers. Quick. Donnie Walsh loved Isaiah Thomas, and he hired him. Larry Bird came in and got him fired. Remember it. Many of us don't remember it because it happened during 9/11. Ray Rhodes. He came in, took over for the Green Bay Packers. He was removed immediately after 1 year. After 1 year. The great defensive coordinator played for the Philadelphia Eagles. It was great. Gone immediately. Tisdale in Memphis win too much. Won an NBA championship, went to 2 straight finals after that, 3 straight NBA finals. Never played a year, coached a year where he didn't go to the NBA finals. To the finals. He win his first year in the mid-season. And you fire him the very next year. He didn't earn his ride. I mean, what did you expect to get out of this season from Cleveland? What did you expect to get out of him this season? Mark Jackson builds the Golden State Warriors. Gets fired because he talks about God. And let's see how long Larry Drew has that job. Meanwhile, Rick Carlisle can keep a job. He can bounce from team to team and keep a job. Doc Rivers is the only one. He's the only brother I know that can keep a job. They're afraid Doc gonna go crazy and say something. He's the only coach I know. He got traded from the Boston Celtics. The coach got traded. He didn't leave. He went in a trade to the Clippers. They traded the coach. I didn't even know you could trade a coach. They traded him. When Bob Knight was forced out of Indiana, his assistant, who knew everything Bob Knight knew, they loved Bobby Knight so much, Bobby Knight wasn't coming back. Davis, who took over when he left, they had to fire him right away. Hey, when it come down to it, he ain't white enough for the job. Yeah, he looked like Jim Carrey. He about as lost as Jim Carrey. Now he's the bald version of Jim Carrey. But Rick Carlisle, who played for Indiana, wait a minute, let me take that back. I don't know if Rick Carlisle played for Indiana. He's from Indiana, but I think they passed on Rick Carlisle, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. No, that's Steve Alford. I'm gonna say my basketball knowledge is leaving me. Rick Carlisle played in Boston with Larry Bird, and they were friends. So when Bird came in, he was gonna put his buddy in as head coach. He didn't want Isaiah in there as head coach. Isaiah built that team, and they handed the team that Isaiah built over to Rick Carlisle, and Carlisle screwed it up. He got a championship with Dallas. He just happened to be there. After they got rid of the guy who built the team and built that team up, and they got rid of my man and got him out. He can't even get a job in the NBA no more. He was great. He won in New Orleans. He won in Dallas, where they hadn't won anything. Got rid of my guy Avery. Now he got to coach Alabama. He can't even come back to the league because they did him dirty. Yeah, they put Rick in charge of the Coaches Association, all kind of craziness. Mo Cheeks, what he did with the Portland Trail Blazers. Him and Rod Strickland. Nate McMillan, good thing he got a job again. But look at what they got to go through. Byron Scott took the New Jersey Nets to the 2 NBA Finals, He took the doggone, turned around the New Orleans. He had two teams that he had taken there. He had the New Jersey Nets to the NBA Finals twice. And he got fired. Look at these coaches who have never even been to the playoffs. They never been to the playoffs and they still keeping jobs. Stan Van Gundy had never won anything. Van Gundy was there because he knew the X's and O's of hiring players, but he was Pat Riley's puppet boy. Once he wanted more power, Pat was like, "You think I'm giving up mine? Get out of here. you out of your bag. You gotta go." So he started working front office, where he should be. Just stay in the front office. Coaching, he ain't got it. Right. You bring in Mike Tice, the offensive coordinator, make him the head coach of Minnesota, and fire Dennis Green. I just think it's disgusting. The league should be ashamed of themselves in every form. I mean, how you speak diversity when a black coach can't last 10 minutes no matter what he accomplished? He's always on the hook. They made Larry Drew the coach because it wouldn't make sense. Of course, they're going to get a title to another brother, but he's just a replacement till they fire him for another white boy. Come on, we all know the game. Mike Tomlin. You can't fire Tomlin. What would you fire him for? They talking about firing him now. What all he's done? Look at what he got to deal with. He got spoiled football players on the team. You got one guy that don't even want to play because he's been franchise tagged. Tomlin ain't the guy that deal with their contracts. That's the general manager. All of the problems that the team has created, he has worked through. When Cowher left, he said Tomlin is the guy to coach this team. He is still a football. And what did he do? He won y'all a Super Bowl quicker than he did. It was like, well, that's because he got Big Ben. Big Ben is the reason that they lost a lot of these games. You love him and you got to take him in stride. But I really think it's time for Big Ben to have a seat and they let another quarterback get in here. And I guarantee you, you wouldn't have seen this many turnovers. Tomlin is a good personnel coach. He's not outstanding, but he knows personnel, mostly defensively. He knows how to get his players to play, and he knows how to win big games. But the majority of the time, he's not a comeback type of coach. When the team is fighting to come back, if the thing is spiraling out of control and they're playing bad, they normally play bad throughout the entire game. It's very rare. They have certain games they can come back on. It depends on certain teams. Yeah, well, we all try to do different things, you know. Well, Paul Silas wasn't a great coach, but Paul Silas had a lot of jobs. Lenny Wilkens, he was a company man. He was a decent coach and had like the most wins in NBA history as a coach. He was definitely up there. Lenny Wilkens. He was a player coach. That's how much they thought about coaches in the NBA at that time when the Seattle Supersonics, when they won the championship. He was the player and the coach. No disrespect to Casey Jones, but Casey Jones couldn't coach a lick. Casey Jones just had inherited a great team, but he couldn't coach a lick and shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. See, they had to make changes to the Hall of Fame because of people like Casey Jones getting in the Hall of Fame. Casey Jones and a lot of people got in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't be there, like Walton shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. There's no way Bill Walton should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he had a good college career, pro career, and, you know, they won every year while he was in college. So I guess that's basically what got him in. Well, the reason why they changed it, because anybody was just getting in. If you played on Boston, you basically was in the Hall of Fame from early in the days. And they were just throwing people in the Hall. They like, look, we got to have, Hall of Fame got to get serious. our Hall of Fame is a joke right now. If I was an NBA coach, oh gosh, that would last a half a day. I wouldn't probably make it through practice. It'd be like he was fired during his first practice after he put his hands around the throat of a player. He didn't know that was illegal. I'd be like, if you miss that cut again, I guarantee you I'm going to come out on the court. And if I can do it and I don't miss that cut at that right time, if I don't miss the cut, I'm punching you in the face. Because if I could do it, and I know that's my assignment, why in the world you can't make that cut? All you got to do is cut to the basket. He going to give you the ball. My whole thing is practice. I would work LeBron James to death. He would be worked out before the game. Coach, I ain't going to have nothing up for the game. Good. That's good. But you're going to have practice today. I'm going to run you into the ground, big boy. Thought you was the king. Come on, king. What's the matter, king? King Cuddy? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. But I got to go in here and talk to the doctors right quick and see what's going on.